Hello everyone and welcome to a new vlog. So, I'm starting the vlog late. It's already 3 p.m. Today's agenda is magsisimbang gabi. First night ng simbang gabi, but before that, punta muna tayo ng Sharjah City Center again para maghanap pa ng mga Christmas gifts. So, meron kaming isa pang a-attendan na Christmas party and pati yung gifts, kailangan potluck din kasi may mga pa-games. So, 2 gifts per family. I'm just doing my skincare and then paalis na tayo. Okay, all set.
Simulan natin ngayon ang banal na pagdiriwang sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
We just finished with simbang gabi and we're here at Carrefour. Bumili lang ako ulit ng mga ingredients for brownies. Ayan, so magta-try tayo ulit. Bali, 2 types of brownies yung itatry kong gawin ngayon. Isang gumagamit ng sugar as the normal sweetener. And then, yung isa is gagamit tayo ng date syrup para makakain naman yung mga oldies pag nagpunta tayo ng Christmas party. So, yun lang. Check, it is 2 a.m. and tapos ko lang mag-shower. I really cannot go to bed without taking a shower. I have to be clean before I get to bed. But anyway, I'm just doing my skincare. Tonight is my tretinoin night. So, ang skincare ko lang tonight is Tret and my moisturizer. Itong si Red Blemish from Dr. G. Nagpalit pala ako ng Tret. I was using yung Jamjun Pharma na Tret before. Kaya lang, alam nyo kahit yung 0.25, I found it super strong on my skin. Parang kahit anong klaseng adjustment yung gawin ko, kahit once a week or once every 2 weeks ko siyang gamitin, hindi talaga, wala, ayaw talaga ng skin ko sa kanya. Grabe talaga yung breakout ko every single time. And then, may nag-recommend sa akin si Malen. If you're watching this, thank you so much for recommending itong si Aret. Kasi sabi din niya na na-experience din daw niya yung same thing with sa Jamjun, na whenever she uses it, grabe din daw yung breakouts niya. Pero, etong si Aret, ano naman daw, like, wala naman like major side effects. So, napansin daw niya, napag-compare niya na mas matapang si Jamjun. So, I tried using this one. And so far, super konti ng breakouts ko sa kanya. Tapos, mas mabilis na nahiyang yung skin ko dito sa Tret na to as compared to Jamjun. I think parang 1 year na yata na ginagamit ko yung Jamjun. Tapos, wala. My skin was just not having it. So, ayan. In case you guys are looking for thread recommendations. Pero, keep in mind guys, pa din na hiyangan pa rin talaga at the end of the day. Merong iba mas okay sa Jamjun. May iba na mas okay sa itong brand na to. Good evening, everybody. We're home from Simbang Gabi. It's already exactly 11:55 and grabe. Sobrang ang init ng dugo ko ngayon because kumain kami kanina sa isang Arabic restaurant, right? And then yung Arabic restaurant na yun, meron siyang parang parking block. So, yun yung nagbabayad kayo ng 5 or 10 dirhams per hour. Hindi siya government paid parking. So, we parked there and then we informed yung caretaker nung parking who is a Pakistani guy. Sabi namin sa kanya, is it okay to park here? Kasi diba usually yung mga ganong parking block parang binabayaran monthly, ganyan. So, we asked them, is it okay to park here? We're just gonna eat here at this restaurant. Pinoint pa namin yung restaurant ha. Ang sagot niya sa amin was, yeah, but it's 10 dirhams per hour. So, obviously, we paid on the spot kasi parang bibigyan ng receipt. And then, we ate at the restaurant. We had a really good time. And then, before leaving, yung isang staff ng restaurant, sabi niya, meron ba kayong sasakyan? Sabi namin, yeah. So, ang ginawa niya, in-stampan niya yung resibo namin, and then sabi niya, this is your validation parking, so it's free parking. Sabi namin, oh really, it's free parking? Sabi niya, yeah, it's free, you just show it to them. Tapos sabi namin, oh, but we already paid for it. Is it okay? We can refund it. Tapos ang sabi ng staff, yeah, you just show it and get the refund. We showed the guy the validated receipt. Sabi namin na they told us that we can refund it. From the get-go pa lang, nung nakita niya yung resibo pa lang na merong stamp ng restaurant, nagbago na yung mukha niya. So, nung una sabi niya, no, you already paid for it and you didn't tell me that kakain kayo sa restaurant. At first, like, my dad was like, okay, never mind. Parang iiwanan lang. But I'm like, no. I told my parents, you go ahead to the car because I didn't want them to get stressed anymore. Kasi kami dalawa ni Jing, alam namin kung paano makipag-usap with these type of guys. I'm gonna stand my ground because this is not just about the tender humps. Pero ito kasi,
he disrespected our family, you know?
No, and it's not just that, but he took advantage. So, we were talking to the guy really nicely, but with a firm tone. Because ayaw namin na parang natatapak-tapakan kami. And that's very common, especially when these types of people are dealing with Filipinos or Asians na feeling nila, oh, we can manipulate these people, it's fine. We don't want that. So, we stayed there. Tapos, I was very firm on him. Sabi ko, no, here's the receipt. I literally showed the receipt to him. We ate at the restaurant. Sabi ko, you have to give us back our tender hums. And also, sabi namin ganun sa kanya, we told you that we were gonna eat at the restaurant. Tapos sabi niya, no, you didn't tell me. And you already paid. I gave you the receipt. So, no. Ayaw talagang ibalik yung 10. Ang ginawa ni Jing, she went to the staff to inform them. So, yung isa sa mga staff ng restaurant, pumunta para kausap. They were speaking in Arabic. I couldn't understand much, but Jing could. Parang sinasabi nila na, kumain sila sa restaurant, ganyan, ito yung resibo. Yeah, it should be free. So, apparently, the restaurant and the parking compound, tied up pala sila. So, talagang ayaw, kahit kinakausap na siya nung guy, ayaw. So, ang ginawa nung isang staff, tinawag na nila yung manager ng restaurant. So, yung manager yung nakipag-usap. Bago pa nun, a few seconds before he came, talagang sinabi ko dun sa parking guy, you're lying. Sabi ko, we told you that we were gonna eat at the restaurant. Oh my God, guys. Talagang tumayo siya from his seat. Galit na galit siya. Kulang na lang talaga sampalin niya ako. If he could have slapped me at that moment, he would have if there were no other people around us. Sabi ko sa kanya talaga, don't you dare come at me because I'm gonna call the police. Ang lakas ng loob niya. Sabi niya, fine, call the police, call the police. And you know what, I wish I had called the police. Siguro, for me, feeling ko malakas yung loob niya nang sabihin na, sige, tawagan mo yung police because in his head, iniisip niya na, you're just saying those words but you're not really gonna do it. Anyway, that was just the first thing that came out of my mouth because this man was going to attack a girl, a lady. And then, the manager came, tapos, in-explain ko sa kanya yung nangyari. We parked here, we came to him, and we asked him, is it okay to park here? We're gonna eat at the restaurant. What did he say? You have to pay 10 dirhams per hour. The fact that he said that, he already knew palang na hindi nila alam na may tie-up tong restaurant na to with us. It felt like he was taking advantage of us because from the beginning pa lang nung sinabi namin na kakain kami ng restaurant, siningil na niya kami kaagad. Siguro hindi niya naisip na baka tatanungin ng restaurant or if tinanong man kami ng restaurant, it's late anyway. Nobody would waste their time arguing with someone like them. Tapos, sinabi din namin na we asked one of your staff, in-inform namin sila na nakabayad na kami ng parking and if okay lang bang ma-refund. Sabi daw, yeah, okay, it's fine, get a refund. Kasi kung sinabi nila na hindi ma-refund, obviously, hindi kami pumunta dun sa parking area to ask for a refund, right? After that, the manager still tried to talk to that Pakistani guy. And he was very adamant, like, no, like whatever you say, I am not gonna shell out the 10 dirhams and give it back to them. And the manager was so hospitable. Grabe, ang ginawa niya was inutusan na lang yung staff niya na ibalik sa amin yung 10 dirhams. Tapos ako naman, nawala sa isip ko, I should have just given back the 10 dirhams to the restaurant if that was the case. Pero before leaving, sabi ko dun sa manager, 10 dirhams is 10 dirhams. It's not a big deal. But the thing here is, this guy is lying and he totally took advantage of us. I know some of you guys might say na, oh, 10 dirhams lang naman yan, you should have just, you know, let it go. But the thing is, if you guys were there and you've seen how the events have unfolded, and kung naramdaman niyo yung energy, and kung nakita niyo yung pagmumukha ng guy na yon, it felt as if parang gawain niyo yun, if he can take advantage of someone, then he would. Ganun yung itsura niya. Tsaka yun the fact pa nga lang noong umpisa pa lang na sinabi namin nakakain kami dun sa restaurant. It goes to show na modus operandi niyo yun. Yes, there are times na sige, hayaan mo na lang But then there are also times na parang, if you know for a fact na yan, katulad yan, that you've really been taken advantage of.
You have to teach these guys a lesson.
Exactly. And you need to stand up for yourselves. There are times when you can walk away, but then there are times where you have to stand your ground and, you know, fight for what's right and stuff like that. So
exactly. You can't just suck it up and walk away.
Yeah, you
I
cannot.
don't think that's right.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Because you're actually allowing this guy to victimize
other people.
Mas malala yun.
Exactly. So, hindi niya siguro in-expect dahil Filipino. And I'm sure if you're a Filipino, madalas ang trait ng Pilipino is to, hayaan mo na. Sige, ganyan na lang. Or dapat masanay ka na lang. Filipinos are very well known to just like let things go if things get complicated. I'm not saying all Filipinos, I'm saying majority. And I'm not generalizing as well. But kahit ako, I personally have that trait as well. If I'm not in the mood to like...
Because it does take a lot of energy to
exactly,
fight.
Exactly. So
it does take a lot of so much like physical and emotional energy.
Yeah. So, you know, but sometimes you gotta pick your battles properly. And I think this was one battle that I could not let go of. Kasi that guy blatantly lied to us from the very beginning. And then, the second time that we were asking for a refund, talagang tumayo siya from his seat. And I swear to you, if there were no other people there, if I was there on my own, I'm 100% sure he would have slapped me already. So that was one thing na parang hindi ko kayang palampasin. Just goes to show that this guy has no respect for a woman. And the fact that he reacted like that, yun pa pala, the fact na parang sobrang uminit yung dugo niya to a point na talagang tumayo siya sa seat niya tapos dinuro-duro niya ako. The fact na ginawa niya yun goes to show how guilty this person is. He was not expecting to get caught from his lie. So... yun lang naman. I can't believe I'm ending this vlog on like quite a heavy note, but you guys just have to remember you cannot let other people step on you. And as I said earlier, there are times when you can let things go, but there are also times where you have to stand up for yourself. That's the vlog for today. Sabi ko pa naman, grabe yung vlog na to, parang sobrang peaceful today. Kasi late na din kami nagising, parang mga 11, and then we had to cook, wash dishes, get dressed, because going to St. Michael's Church in Sharjah to attend the Simbang Gabi, umaalis kami ng mga like 4:30, just because we want to avoid the traffic as well. So we had like a small window of just trying to get things done. Kaya hindi ako masyado nakapag-vlog kanina, as in like puro mga ASMR lang of just me moving around the house and stuff. Anyway, that is it for today's vlogmas. And if you reached the end and if you watched this story time, thank you guys so much for watching until the end. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Bye.